All my dear student friends, welcome to this session. We are studying the subject engineering metrology and the fifth unit linear and angular measurement. Right now we will be studying the universal vernier bevel protector. In short, it is called as the bevel protector. So let us start the study of the universal vernier bevel protector. So this is a simplest angle measuring and testing instrument. The universal vernier bevel protector is one of the simplest angle measuring device, or it is a checking device. A particular angle, say 90-degree angle or 45 degrees angle or any other angle of a particular component can be checked. The correctness, the perfectness of a particular angle can be checked, or it can be measured, or we can set this instrument to a particular angle and make the marking on the job so that the job of that particular angle can be manufactured, right? So let us start with the study of the construction of this particular universal vernier bevel protector. So this universal bevel protector, vernier bevel protector, is also provided with this acute angle attachment. So this is not a simple universal vernier bevel protector, but it is the bevel protector along with the acute angle attachment. So here we have an attachment. With the help of that attachment we can also measure the acute angle. So specially for the measurement of the acute angle, this attachment is provided. So now let us go ahead to study the construction of this particular device known as the bevel protector, right? So let us try to study the various parts of this particular bevel protector, and let us start with the body. So you can see this one is nothing but the body of this particular universal bevel protector, because on this body the various parts are attached. So basically, first of all, here yes, we are going to study the construction of this particular bevel protector. So the various parts are attached to the body, and the first part, important part, we can see here is nothing but the base plate, or it is also called as the stock. So this is the base plate or the stock, right? Now this base plate does not merely support this particular bevel protector, but this base plate is a very important part of this particular bevel protector. It acts as one of the surfaces for the measurement of the angle. Therefore, this lower surface of this base plate is manufactured with high accuracy, high precision, and the surface finish of this particular base plate is very high, especially at the bottom. Moreover, the flatness is very perfect. This base plate is having a high degree of flatness so as to avoid the error in the measurement of the angle. So actually this lower surface of this base plate or stock rests against that surface of the job or workpiece with reference to which the angle is required to be measured. So angle is measured between two lines, or in this case it is measured between two surfaces, right? So one of the surface will be coming in contact, will be touching this particular lower part of the base plate, right? So that can be the reference for measuring the angle, right? Now attached to this body, here we have a vernier scale. Before that there is a main scale, right? So we can see a disc. So this disc is mounted on this particular body and it can rotate about this particular center, right? So engraved on this disc is nothing but the main scale. So this main scale consists of the markings of the angle, 360 degrees angle. So it can be divided into 4 quadrants and each quadrant will be of 90 degrees. So 90 into 40 will be 360 degrees, right? So this plate, circular plate, is having the main scale marked or engraved on it. So this main scale consists of the markings for the angle, 360 degrees angle, and generally the least count is of 1 degree. So we are having 360 marks here along the periphery of this particular circle on the plate, and this plate can rotate about this center, right? We are having one more plate, but that plate is fixed, and on that plate the vernier scale is marked. So this is the vernier scale marked on the inner plate. So on inner side we have the vernier scale, on outer side we are having the main scale on this disc, right? Now along with the rotating disc, this particular turret and the adjustable blade can also rotate. So this adjustable blade can rotate along with this particular disc on which the main scale is marked, right? So we are also having a turret. So this turret will join this particular center with the adjustable blade, and the turret will rotate along with the adjustable blade, right? So since it is fixed with the help of this turret and this turret is hinged at the center, so the plate on which the main scale is marked can rotate along with this particular turret and the adjustable blade. And here for fixing the turret with the adjustable blade we are having a nut, right? Now this is the lower edge of the blade or the lower surface of the blade. So that is the surface which is used for measuring the angle. That is the surface which is used for measuring the angle, right? If you want to use this attachment, acute angle attachment, this is the working edge for the use of the acute angle attachment, right? So if you want to measure the acute angle of some workpiece, then one surface of that workpiece will rest on this particular working edge or this working surface, and the other surface, between these two surfaces we are required to measure the angle, right? So one of these two surfaces between which the angle is required to be measured will rest on this particular working surface or working edge, and the other surface will brought in contact with the lower edge of this particular blade, that is the adjustable blade, so that the angle can be measured, right? So assume that we are having the particular workpiece here. So this workpiece is placed here with one surface resting on this particular working edge, and we are going interested to measure the angle between this surface and this surface. So this lower edge of the blade is brought in contact with the other surface of the workpiece, so that this angle between these two surfaces can be easily measured, and that angle can be seen here on the main scale and the vernier scale. So with the help of the main scale and the vernier scale reading, we can measure this particular angle between these two surfaces, right? Because the main scale will rotate, and the marking of the main scale, which coincides with the 0 of the vernier scale, will change depending upon the angle through which this adjustable blade and the disc is turned. The disc on which main scale is mounted is turned, right? And in this way we can measure the angle. So this is nothing but the construction and working of the universal vernier bevel protector. So let us revise the construction. The various parts, first of all base plate is there. So the base plate is having the high quality surface finish and high degree of flatness. It is also called as stock. So this it is placed on the workpiece surface whose angle is to be measured, right? So the base plate is placed on the surface of the workpiece whose angle is required to be measured. We are having the adjustable blade. So this adjustable blade is attached to a circular dial or a circular disc, and that is made to coincide with the angular surface. The adjustable blade coincides with the surface between which we are interested to measure the angle, and this can be rotated. The adjustable blade can be rotated along the turret to required angle and can be locked at suitable position. So this point is very important. We have missed at the beginning that the adjustable blade can also be locked. So the rotation of the adjustable blade can be stopped at any desired position depending upon the angle between the two surfaces. So when the adjustable blade will match with the other surface, then we can lock and then we can measure the angle, right? So after locking this particular adjustable blade to the suitable position, then we can take the reading. So at that particular suitable position at which the adjustable blade is locked, the reading of the circular scale which is mounted on the dial can be taken and can be noted down accurately. So now to note down the reading accurately, it is necessary to lock the adjustable blade so that it will not move and the reading will not change, right? Now the construction of the bevel protector we are going to continue. The parts, the main scale is present. So main scale is engraved on the particular on a disc which can rotate along with the moving blade, adjustable blade, and this it can be rotated with the rotation of the adjustable blade. So along with the adjustable blade, the disc on which the main scale is marked can be rotated, right? So in short we can say that the main scale can be rotated depending upon the angle. So the rotation of the main scale is nothing but the angle through which the rotating the blade is rotated, the moving blade is rotated, adjustable blade is rotated. So the vernier scale is nothing but now next after main scale we are also having the vernier scale, but the vernier scale is a stationary one. The vernier scale will not rotate along with the main scale, right? But the vernier scale divisions can coincide, can match with the main scale division, and since the main scale rotates, the divisions which match with the main scale will change with the rotation of the main scale. So the vernier scale is a stationary scale mounted very close to the circular dial. So these two scales are very close to each other, right? So that we can see whether which mark is coinciding with each other. So it is just like the working of the vernier calipers. So vernier scale enables the protector to measure very small angles to the least count of 5 minutes. So we know that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, right? So of course 1 degree is a small measurement. 1 degree angle is a small measurement, not very small but fairly small measurement, and if we divide this 1 degree into 60 parts, each part is called as 1 minute, and the least count of most of the bevel protectors is something like 5 minutes, right? So we can measure very small angles up to the accuracy of 5 minutes, up to the least count of 5 minutes. Now we are having an attachment for the measurement of the acute angle, and that is necessary for the measurement of the acute angles. So the measurement is done in this particular way. How measurement is done? With the help of the bevel protractor, and especially here the measurement of the acute angle is shown. So this is the workpiece or the job. So it is placed on this working edge of this particular acute angle uh, attachment, right? So this is the attachment for measuring the acute angle. So on this particular edge, one surface of the workpiece is resting, and the blade, the this edge of the blade, the lower edge of the blade comes in contact, right? It is resting on the other surface of the workpiece, so that we can measure the angle between this surface and this surface, right? So we are interested to measure this angle theta between this surface and this surface, right? Now these two surfaces here are seen as lines or edges, because we are observing in a particular direction which is perpendicular, or which is parallel to this particular surface and this particular surface. Therefore this surface appears as a edge, as a line, right? So this is the angle between theta between these two surfaces, and you can see that the edge of the adjustable blade rests on the upper surface, and the lower surface itself rests on the working edge of the acute angle attachment, right? And here, due to the rotation of the main scale, here we can get the reading of the angle, right? So that markings are not shown here, but already we have seen that in the previous figure, and we are going to study in detail about the measurement of the angle, how to find the angle and how to take the readings. That also we are going to study right now in the next slides. So this is how we are using this particular bevel protractor. Let us study the further part. Let us study the working of this particular angular measurement. Actually we have studied, let us revise. So one surface of the component whose angle is to be measured is placed on the working edge of acute angle attachment, and the adjustable blade is moved such that its lower edge is coinciding with the angular surface. So lower edge of the adjustable blade coincides with the angular surface, with that surface between which the angle is required to be measured, right? That inclined surface of the component. Okay, now the adjustable blade is locked into the position to get accurate measurement, right? So that there should be no movement of the blade, adjustable blade, right? And there should be no change in the reading. We are locking the position of the adjustable blade so that we can get the accurate measurement, we can get the accurate value of the angle measured. So value of angle measured can be obtained from the main scale reading and vernier scale reading. So we have to take both the readings, main scale reading as well as the vernier scale reading, and use the appropriate given formula to find the value of the angle. So this procedure is similar to the readings of the vernier calipers. So here we can see the scales. So this is nothing but the vernier scale, and this is the main scale. So main scale partly is shown. This is the 0 of the main scale, right? And to the left this angle is marked, degrees are marked. So 1 degree, 2 degree, up to 10 degree, 20 degrees. On the right side also 1 2 3 4 10 degrees, 20 degrees, right? So on the left side the markings will be 180, on the right side also the markings will be 180 markings, so that each mark will show 1 degree angle. So 180 plus 180 is total is 360 angle can be shown, right? So the least count of the main scale is 1 degree, right? Now this is the vernier scale, and this is the 0 mark of the vernier scale, right? And you can see that from 0 to 60, because 1 degree means 60 minutes, So 0 to 60 minutes on the left side, 0 to 60 minutes on the right side. But here you can see that between 0, here you can see that between 0 to 30, how many markings are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 markings are there, right? So it means that each mark is of 5 degrees. Each mark is of 5 degrees. Okay, because 30 divided by 6 is 5. Okay, or if you take this total, that is the 60 minutes, 60 minutes, but the marks are only 12. So if you can count the marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these 12 marks indicate the 60 minutes, that is 1 degree, right? That means each mark will indicate 5 minutes. 60 divided by 12 is nothing but 5. Okay, so on the right side also each mark indicates 5 minutes. So the least count of this particular vernier scale is 5 minutes. In fact, the least count of this particular bevel protector is 5 minutes, right? So what is this minute? Minute is nothing but the part of the degree. If you divide 1 degree angle into 60 parts, then each part is called as a minute, right? So this is about the scale, and in this case, since the angle measured is 0, you can see that the 0 of the main scale coincides with the 0 of the vernier scale, right? Because here the main scale is not rotated, the disc of the main scale is not rotated, that means the angle is 0, right? So now we are actually measuring a particular angle, and for that purpose the blade, the adjustable blade is rotated, and therefore you will find that the main scale is also rotated. So the rotation of the main scale, you can see here, this is the 0 of the vernier scale and this is the 0 of the main scale. So due to rotation of the main scale in the clockwise direction, the angle is turned. So this angle turned, here you can see it is something like 10 degrees, and it may be slightly more than 10 degrees, right? So here you can see this 10 degrees instead of 0, the angle is 10 degrees, right? So this is the 0 mark of the vernier scale. So the 0 mark of the vernier scale coincides with the, almost coincides with the 10 degrees mark of the main scale. So it is slightly to the left of that. So if you go to the left of that, and if you see that which mark coincides, so you can see that this particular mark, which is something like say 35 minutes, or the number of divisions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions. So after 7 divisions you will find that this 7th division just coincides perfectly with the mark of the main scale. 7th division coincides perfectly with the mark of the main scale. That means the vernier scale reading is 7. Vernier scale reading is 7, or you can say that is the 35 minutes. 35 minutes, right? So let us say that the vernier scale reading is 7, the least count is 5 minutes, right? So main scale divisions, each 1 degree, 1 degree. Okay, so the main scale divisions are 1 degree apart, and the vernier scale divisions are 5 minutes apart, right? That already we have seen. These are the marks on the vernier scale: 0, 15, 30, 45, 60, right? So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like this. Okay, so our reading, what is our main scale reading? Main scale reading is 10 degrees, and vernier scale reading is 7 divisions. 7 divisions. Just count the divisions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 number of divisions to the left, right? So that is the reading. That is the reading. So the least count of the vernier scale, we have seen it is 5 minutes, and the angle measured we have to calculate, that is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count. Angle measured is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count. So main scale reading we have taken, that is 10 degrees. This is not 50 degrees, it is 10 degrees, and that is added with the vernier scale reading is 7 divisions and multiplied by least count is 5 minutes, right? So that is 10 degrees 35 minutes. Okay, so I will just correct this. This is not 50, it is actually 10 degrees. Okay, okay. So this correction is done, and in this way we have measured the angle. Okay, now here also once again we can have the enlarged view, and you can see here that these are the vernier scale readings, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. These are the minutes, right? And this is degrees angle, so this is 0, then 1 degree, 2 degree, then 10 degrees, 20 degrees, like that. Okay, so here you can just try to see the readings, and the reading here, this 10, the 0 coincides with 10. Okay, 10 degrees, so main scale reading is 10, and the vernier scale reading, as we have seen, that is nothing but 7. So from 0 we just count the vernier markings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so vernier scale reading is 7. So this coincides exactly here. So the least count is 5 minutes. Angle measured is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count. And again this correction you have to make. This is not 50. This is 10 degrees. Okay. So this is the mark, 0 mark for the vernier scale and 10 degrees mark of the main scale. So main scale reading is 10 degrees, right? And this vernier scale reading is 7, right? Because this 7th mark coincides here like this. The least count is 5 minutes. Angle measured is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count. Main scale reading is 10 degrees. This main scale reading. Vernier scale reading is 7. Okay, 7 divisions. I am not saying 7 minutes, it is 7 divisions. Okay, and multiplied by least count. Least count is 5 minutes. So actually this is 7 5s are 35. These are 35 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35, like this. Okay, so that comes to 10 degrees 35 minutes. That is the measured angle. So in this way the angle is measured and the readings are taken with the help of the bevel protractor. The universal vernier bevel protractor can be used in this particular way. Okay, so let us revise the procedure to take reading. Main scale on circular dial is divided into 4 quadrants, each being 90 degrees. One division of main scale is equal to 1 degrees. Degrees are numbered from 0 to 90 on either side of its 0 position, right? So 4 quadrants, each quadrant is having the markings of 0 to 90. So 90 divisions on each quadrant, and each division is equal to 1 degrees. Vernier scale is graduated in minutes. Okay, but each division is equal to 5 minutes. To represent 60 minutes on vernier scale, on either side of 0 position, 12 divisions are marked. So we have seen 12 divisions on the left side as well as on the right side of the 0 position on the vernier scale. Okay, and these 12 divisions indicate 60 minutes. So that means 1 vernier division is equal to 1 upon 12th part of 60 minutes. 1 upon 12th part of 60 minutes. That means 60 upon 12, that is 5. So each vernier division is 1 upon 12 into 60, that is 60 upon 12 minutes, that is equal to 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is the least count of the vernier scale. And if angle of a component is to be determined, observe the divisions of main scale as well as vernier scale. We observe that 0 division of vernier scale is just part of 10 degrees on main scale, right? So 0 division of vernier scale is just part of 10 degrees on main scale, that is the reading which we are taking. So 10 division of main scale. In the same way, that means main scale reading is 10 degrees, right? So in the same way, try to find out vernier divisions which coincide with the main scale division. So which vernier division coincide with the main scale division? So we have seen that the 7th division coincides with the main scale division. So here 7th division of vernier scale from its 0th position towards left hand side is coinciding with the division of main scale, okay. So since 1 division of vernier scale is equal to 5 minutes, 7th division of vernier corresponds to 35 minutes. 7 5s are 35. Therefore the angle of component will be 10 degrees 35 minutes. So it is very clear that the angle measured is 10 degrees 35 minutes, okay. Or we can use the formula. So this formula already we have used. Main scale reading is 10 degrees vernier scale division. Main scale reading is 10 degrees vernier scale division. Coinciding main scale division is equal to 7, okay. So that means the vernier scale reading is 7. So least count of vernier scale already we know that it is 5 minutes. So angle measured is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count, okay. So again here this correction, this is not 50, this is 10. So again yes, so main scale reading is 10 plus vernier scale reading is 7 and least count is 5 minutes. So ultimately we get the reading as 10 degrees 35 minutes, that is the angle which we have measured, okay. So the various uses of bevel protector, let us study. Bevel protector is used for checking the inside beveled face of a ground surface, the surface which is properly ground, properly finished, and which is inside beveled. So the inside beveled surface angle can be checked by using the vernier bevel protector. It is also used for measuring and laying out an angle accurately and precisely. We can also lay out a particular angle, okay. Not only measure, but we can also lay out a particular angle, and so that we can mark that particular angle on the workpiece accurately and precisely within the accuracy of 5 minutes. So the accuracy is 5 minutes, already we have seen. It is used for checking V blocks, okay. So whether the V block angle is perfect or not, and it is whether it is same, it is not changing along the length of the V, that can also be checked by using the vernier bevel protector. It is used for measuring the acute angles, right. So these are the uses of the vernier bevel protector. So thank you my dear friends.